Just a quick one before we get into today's video, guys. We have got a lot of Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go into copiclothing.com. Let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video and discuss some big news that has broken this evening, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Okay, so look, Liverpool have had a decent day actually with regards to the outlook for the league. Obviously, Tottenham getting absolutely humped in that top four battle between Newcastle and Spurs. As I said, lost the game 6-1 and just continues Spurs' really poor form over the last couple of weeks. This is interesting, of course, because Liverpool are starting to win games again and definitely stand a chance with the run in. Hopefully, Spurs can continue dropping points, and as I say, Liverpool can try and capitalise on that and try and make a late charge towards the Champions League spot, because they are important with regards to summer transfer business. Yes, over the last week we have been getting some inklings, some insights of what's going to be happening this summer. We got some news with regards to outgoings, some news with regards to incomings. However, there is some big news that has dropped this evening as Jack Talbot has announced that the Liverpool pursuit for Jude Bellingham is still on, and that the club can sign him next summer due to a release clause in his contract. Yes, so the last update that we had with regards to Jude Bellingham was around 2 weeks ago. A lot of reputable sources were running the story stating that Liverpool had pulled out of the race for Jude Bellingham for one reason or another, mainly down to the fact that the price would be too high. They don't want to get into a bidding war, and that they just can't facilitate it. However, it is stating by Jack Talbot, as I say, someone that's a very reputable journalist within the space and has been following the story for a very long time. He has basically stated that Bellingham wants to hear Liverpool and has been chatting to Dortmund and Jude for ages. Liverpool have been speaking to Dortmund for a long time over this situation. Borussia Dortmund want to sign Jude to a new extension. They want to sign him to a new deal as his current contract ends in 2025. However, there is an £80 million release clause for next summer. So obviously not this summer transfer window, but for next summer. Jude said he wanted Liverpool for this summer. So he's basically stated that's the move that he wants to make. Liverpool apparently have made a proposal of £85 million plus add-ons, reported by a fair few other journalists. They thought it would be accepted, and they knew that Jude Bellingham wanted the new move, and also because it's more than Borussia Dortmund would get next summer. So as I say, there is a release clause there, and if Borussia Dortmund want to make a lot of money, then they would have to sell him this summer for a large amount. However, Borussia Dortmund have said no. Liverpool have retaliated by basically saying we'll sign him next year for less. When the release clause is there, that's why all of the journalists have had a similar line the other week. The word choosing to get the message out there, not this summer. So the message still is the same, I suppose, is that Liverpool will not sign Jude Bellingham this summer. However, they will look to try and sign him in the next summer transfer window, so the summer of 2024, where his release clause will be at £85 million. Well, this is an interesting one because, look, we've all just assumed that Jude Bellingham's going to be leaving Borussia Dortmund this summer just due to the interest around him, but he's still very young. He's a 19-year-old and he's playing for the German league leaders at the moment. Yeah, Borussia Dortmund are 5 games away, 5 wins away from winning the Bundesliga title for the first time in 10 years. And I think the debate has came out over the last couple of weeks that maybe, Jude may not actually move to move on this summer. Why is everyone thinking that he's going to be moving this summer? He's got time on his side. He's 19 years old. He's getting game time at Borussia Dortmund. He's playing week in and week out. almost captain, vice-captain in the team. And if they win the Bundesliga this year, will be going into the Champions League as champions and defending, obviously, their championship again next season. So there is a huge possibility that he stays at Borussia Dortmund this summer. And now, basically, this is what Jack Talbot is saying, is that Liverpool could capitalise on him staying at Borussia Dortmund this summer and buying him for £85 million in his release clause next summer, which would be it would be a 20-year-old midfielder, still very, very young. So I'm actually for that one, and it's positive news. As I said, the news that we got was that they weren't going to be signing Jude Bellingham this summer. That's what all the journalists basically came out and said. They're not going to sign him this summer, basically due to that fee that is being touted about £150 million. And they knew Manchester City were involved or interested. They knew Real Madrid were going to be involved and there was going to be interest. But this one does make quite a lot of sense, actually. As I said, I've just seen so many reports recently stating that Borussia Dortmund and Jude Bellingham are not necessarily going to part ways in this summer transfer window. So something could happen there. But yeah, that is the news that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Bellingham wanted Liverpool this summer. He wants a Liverpool move this summer. Liverpool offered more than £85 million, and the release clause can be activated next summer. Very, very interesting stuff there with regards to Jude Bellingham and a potential switch to Liverpool Football Club next summer, hey? Interesting one. However, if Liverpool were to sign him next summer, it doesn't mean that the club aren't going to be signing a fair few additions this summer. As I say, currently there is Ryan Gravenberch being heavily linked to the club. Alexis McAllister, Fabrizio Romano yesterday stating that Liverpool were heavily interested along with Manchester United. So as I said, Liverpool are still going to be bringing in 3 or 4 additions and still revamping that midfield. But the prospect of landing a Jude Bellingham next summer is very, very exciting one. As I say, everyone seems to think he's 19 years old. That's just how good he is at the moment. He's so young, and I think another year at Borussia Dortmund would definitely not harm his development. I don't think he would fit into a Pep Guardiola's Manchester City team. Yeah, go there for the trophies, but I don't think he would suit that system. And I think Jude's got a bit of a head on his shoulders and he kind of knows where he wants to go, because we've seen so many failed moves, and if he plays in the wrong system, he's just not gonna it's not really gonna work out for him. Real Madrid, their fans, fucking hell, developing at Real Madrid, they pounce on them one bad game and you get booed. So I do think Liverpool and Jude Bellingham has always been the best fit, and Jurgen Klopp would certainly get the best out of him. So next summer, eh? But either way, it's going to be a very, very busy summer transfer window for the Reds. But Liverpool fans, as always, please do let me know your thoughts on this. What do you make of the news that Liverpool are going to try and sign Jude Bellingham next summer with his release clause £85 million? And what do you think will happen to him this summer? Do you reckon Liverpool will get him in the 2024? Do you reckon he'll go to Manchester City or Real Madrid, Manchester United? Or do you reckon he'll stay at Borussia Dortmund? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have a lot of Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going to klopp or going down into the link in the description. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.